muscles marinara.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another WWE Fantasy Log. I'm James Phoenix, and we're here to talk about No Mercy. I'm, as always, joined by Jeff and John.
What's up?
All right.
The Queen of Hearts could not join us today because it's the middle of the damn week.
Indeed, unfortunately, the Queen of Hearts has to work in the mornings. Tim has to work in the morning, so she's not going to be with us this evening, but we will see her again on Saturday night, as usual.
Indeed.
But this shouldn't take too long. We're just going to go ahead and go through the pay-per-view. A number of title matches happened, so quite a bit of points to award here. So no news because it's only a pay-per-view recap, so we're just going to jump right into it. We'll go ahead and take a look at the scores first, as we are wont to do. Why is that open? Close that. All right. Scroll over this direction. Wait, go away. Okay. So let's take a look at the scores. All right, there we go. As you can see, everybody, still in the lead at 1844 are the Champions of Justice, led by Tiff. Second place at 1478 is TNA Worldwide, led by Jeff. Third is A Glorious End at 1442, led by John. And I'm still in last with the Broken Highlight Club at 1121.
Not after this.
Oh, yeah.
Not really. I can guarantee you that you're probably going to be at least very close to us, or at least to me, because I barely got any points for this. So yeah, and you got a whole fuck ton of points. So yeah,
not really. The only points I got, I mean, I got 2 match wins. I got Finn. Do I still have Finn Balor?
I think so.
Yes. Oh yeah, because Club, right? Broken Highlight Club. Yeah, I got a Finn Balor win and the Braun Strowman main event win. That's all I got.
Really? I thought you were in more. Because literally the only win I got was the fucking women's match. The only 2 matches I were involved in were that match and the very first match, which, well, Apollo Crews lost for no explainable reason.
Yeah, well, let's see. Tiff has The Miz, who won that match. Tiff has the Tag Champs, who won that match. Oh, I have Roman Reigns. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you got that too.
This is the first season in 5 seasons I've had Roman Reigns. I forgot. And
yeah,
then,
it was The Miz versus Jason Jordan, which John has, so that's all them.
Right, and then John has Enzo.
John has Enzo, and Tiff has the Shield.
And Tiff has the main 2, and then I have Lesnar and Strowman.
Yeah, so which means compared to basically, I got completely fucking shafted.
You won a women's title specialty, a women's retention specialty. That's not terrible.
True. Actually, let me think about this. Did John win any matches? Because I know he was in a lot of them.
Enzo.
Yeah, he won Enzo. So.
More.
Yeah, you all got more points than I did because I got a retention. John got a new champion, therefore he got more points. Therefore, I got the least amount of points for this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Which means you're probably going to at least catch up to me, I would imagine.
Well, we'll find out. Let's hit it up and we'll see what happens. And first, let's check the leaderboards. Still in the lead is Enzo Amore at 226.
That's not going to change.
Followed by AJ Styles at 218. The U.S. champ. Cedric Alexander clocking in at 190, followed by one half of the Raw Tag Champs, Dean Ambrose at 165. The other half of the Raw Tag Champs, Seth Rollins at 153. Shinsuke Nakamura, the number 1 contender to the WWE title, at 148, followed by the now former Cruiserweight champion Neville at 139. John Cena at 131. Jason Jordan at 129, tied with Sheamus, the half of the former Raw Tag Team champions. The Bar tied at running on the top 10.
They are the Bar.
We are the Bar.
They kind of are. They've actually become a straight up legit tag team.
Oh, they're a great tag team.
That was match of the night, but we'll get there.
Yeah, pretty much. We will get there.
That was a fucking amazing match. Punctuated by probably the worst injury aside from, death that I've seen at a WWE event. Because you're not topping Owen Hart. Sorry, but you're not.
No, I don't think he's topping Sid snapping his leg clean in half off the top rope either.
I don't know. That was pretty close, man. Holy shit.
Eh.
Like, okay, the only injury that was probably worse than Sid / Cesaro was probably draws, because there's death, there's drawsing it, and then just injuries.
What happened to Draws again?
Snapped his neck.
Okay, so he got Austin.
No, he's paralyzed from the neck down.
Oh,
he's in a chair.
Like, he literally snapped his neck.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I mean, D'Lo helped a lot.
Okay, D'Lo literally snapped his neck.
Okay, so in that case, if we're going in order, it's going to be obviously Death, Drawsing, Tyson Kidding.
Yeah. Basically, Owen Hart got lucky because Austin is fine. D'Lo, not so much.
Wow. That started out way different than it ended.
Yeah, completely. Goddamn.
I was like, no, I think I'd rather be missing teeth than just dead, but okay, whatever weird scale you got. And then you're like, because Austin,
Yeah.
Then that made sense.
Yeah. Still a bit, still like over here, and I'm just going to be like, nope, not going to touch
Aside from the whole dead thing, I'd rather be Owen Hart than D'Lo Brown. Because Owen Hart didn't fucking paralyze anybody.
that we know of.
That we know of.
I don't think he did.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. Anyway. So let's go ahead and put these guys in proper alphabetical order. Boop. And let's go ahead and see what happened on the No Mercy pay-per-view, Raw exclusive. Should be some funness. Here we go.
Indeed.
Luckily, most of these matches were one-on-one matches, so this is actually really easy.
Yep.
There are only 2 multi-person matches on the card, so.
Yeah. Have fun scoring a fatal 5-way.
Really easy, actually.
Yeah.
You would not think so, but given that 2 of the women hit 0 moves.
True.
Given that Nia did 80% of the work.
Well, one of them hit 0 moves because her arm still doesn't fucking work right yet.
Yeah. She shouldn't have been in that match.
No, she shouldn't. She really shouldn't have been.
Sorry, John.
I didn't put her there.
I know.
I'm not the one that hates her. That's management.
That was probably one of the reasons she's the one that got pinned, because of all of them, it's like, well, she's the one that can't actually fight back, so fucking pin her.
Anyway, so No Mercy aired from the Staples Center in LA. Always a nice arena to come from.
Mrs. Hometown.
Yes, it's close enough to Hollywood to count.
Except he's from Cleveland.
He's from Hollywood now.
No, he's not. He
resides in Hollywood.
No, he doesn't. He used to. He lives in Las Vegas now. They moved to Las Vegas.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I think they still bill him from Hollywood.
They do, because he's the Hollywood A-lister, because he's an actor. But in actuality, he moved out of. I think they actually did live in LA, but I think recently they moved out of LA and got a house in Vegas. So I think he lives in Vegas now.
Random. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask the pregnant woman.
Anyway, the pre-show panel was Renee Young, David Otunga, emerging from the other, Jerry Lawler, and Sam Roberts.
They looked in the mirror and said his name 3 times, and he appeared.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna get to saying his name 3 times, because what the fuck was that? But anyway, John doesn't know what we're talking about because he didn't see the pay-per-view.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Did you not see what Enzo Amore was wearing?
Oh, yes. Thank you. And he does know about that because I showed him a picture during the recap on the other channel.
Ah, fair enough.
Anyway, so let's see what we got. Things going on. So there's a pre-tape promo from Strowman talking about beating Brock Lesnar tonight. So I guess does Braun get promo points for a pre-tape promo?
If it's a new promo, I would say yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so 5 points to Braun Strowman then.
I think it's we don't give it to like coming soon promo. Like when
Right.
it's not them talking, it's just like
Clips of things that they had said
Source will be
previously.
here
Yeah.
eventually.
All right, let's see. Kurt Angle joins the pre-show panel, but he's interrupted. He's interrupted by The Miz, who cuts a promo on him and trashes his son Jason Jordan.
Okay.
Jerry Lawler shares an anecdote about the time he insulted Bret Hart's parents, and Bret Hart kicked his ass for it. The Miz says Lawler is Lawler, and The Miz is The Miz, and he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever. And he promises to retain the title tonight against Angle's loser son. So, promo to The Miz. 128. All right. Next up, Finn Balor cuts a promo from the backstage area where he says that he's an extraordinary man who can do extraordinary things, and tonight he's going to do that against Bray Wyatt. Promo to Finn Balor.
Man versus man match.
What's that, John?
Man versus man match.
Yes, it's a man versus man match. We're going to get to that.
It doesn't get less stupid like several days later.
You mean it doesn't get more stupid?
No, it was pretty stupid to begin with. It doesn't get less stupid.
I thought maybe after a couple days it would just be like, yeah, okay, no, it's still stupid.
We then cut to Neville doing an interview where he talks about how there won't be a classic match with him and Enzo tonight. It's going to be very quick because Enzo is not a fighter. And the 205 Live isn't about being a superstar, it's about athleticism.
Well, he got that promo half right.
Promo to Neville. Neville.
Enzo is not a fighter, and that was proven tonight in the match. Or that night in the match.
Yeah, pretty much. What else we got here? Alexa Bliss is in the social media lounge.
Woo!
She says that there's no fair in fighting, and she'll do whatever it takes to win her fatal 5-way match tonight.
So she subscribes to the Enzo Amore trail of thought.
Basically.
I approve.
So that puts her at 127. And Elias Sampson comes out to the ring, and he sings a song about L.A.
Walk with Elias.
Yeah, and he says, basically says, as far as he's concerned, he's in hell right now being in L.A. He's interrupted by Apollo Crews' music, and we have ourselves a pre-show match.
Elias, the rest of America shares your pain.
So, Apollo Crews comes down to the ring accompanied by Titus. So, accompaniment points to Titus.
Yeah, Elias should not have won this match.
Titus. Okay. That's 5 for Titus. Worldwide!
At least I get Titus points. Woo.
Yes. So, Elias takes on Apollo Crews, and Elias wins. After a short, decent back-and-forth match, Elias manages to win with the finisher after he nails Crews with a clothesline from behind after Crews misses a diving move off the top. So
that seems to be the theme of the night.
Yeah. So Apollo Crews is going to get 5 points. No, sorry, it's a pay-per-view. 8 points for being in the match, and 2 moves is 10 points to Apollo Crews.
See, this is the one pay-per-view where they needed Drew Gulak to come out with his sign and just show up after every match and be like, I told you so. Because that literally happened almost every match. It's like, go top, crash and burn, you lose. You're just like, oh, come on.
Anyway, Elias is going to get 20 points. No, it's a pay-per-view, 30 points for winning the match. He's going to get 8 for competing in it. It's 38 points. And he has 3 moves. It's 41 points to Elias. Oh, I just minimized that.
John is walking with Elias. You're the one with Elias, right?
I believe so, yeah.
What the hell is he? You are the one with Elias. So what did I say? 30 and 8. It was a 41. Is that what I said?
Yes.
Okay. Minus 8, that would be 108, 18, 28, 130. It'd be 139 for Elias.
Alright.
And the top 10 for Elias for now.
He has 100 more points than I thought he'd have.
I know. He's a big dude with a good look. He's getting pushed.
You can get a lot of points by beating up scrubs.
It's
Ask
true.
Mark Henry.
Ask Braun Strowman.
I was just gonna say
Brock Lesnar's a scrub?
no, like all the other times, like
Yeah,
every
exactly.
season,
Like
Braun Strowman.
Pretty much everybody Braun Strowman has beat up from James Ellsworth to now, minus Roman and Braun. Roman and Brock, rather.
He beat up the Cruiserweight champion.
He did beat up the Cruiserweight champion.
You're saying the Cruiserweight champion is a scrub?
Compared to
Current one, yes. Yes, he is.
Fair enough.
I thought you said you didn't see Raw.
I didn't see Raw yet.
Anyway. So following this, we're showing a video package highlighting the Brock and Strowman feud. And then Paul Heyman does an interview where he discusses what's going to happen tonight.
My name is Paul Heyman.
And I am a certified. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, I wish he would cut an Enzo promo. That'd be amazing.
There you go. All right.
Do it, Walrus. Do it.
There you go. Now, I believe Paul was the opening of the actual show. They did not delineate a line here, so I believe Paul opened the program.
No, you mean the show proper?
Yeah.
The show proper opened with The Miz.
Okay, so it did open with that. Okay, then Paul Heyman ended the pre-show then. And did an interview where he discussed what was going to happen tonight, saying that Strowman is bigger, stronger, and badder than anyone Brock Lesnar has ever faced.
I beg to differ, but we'll talk about that when we get to the match.
Yeah, Paul Heyman was pulled out of Brock's locker room for this interview. He talks about, that's not the question you should be asking me. The question you should be asking me is not, what will Braun Strowman do to beat Lesnar? It's, can Brock Lesnar beat Braun Strowman? Because Brock Lesnar has never gone up against a threat like this before. Braun Strowman is bigger, stronger, and badder than Brock Lesnar. Than anyone Brock Lesnar has ever faced. Braun Strowman is a monster among men. And tonight, we're going to find out not how, but if the Beast can take down that monster. Pro to Paulus.
Indeed.
Indeed. 25. Okay. And then we open up the program proper with the Intercontinental Championship match.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
I'll give props to Miz. He did mention one slot from pre-show to opening match.
Yeah.
And of course, the Miz's Intercontinental title is on the line, and he is, of course, accompanied by his Miz Raj.
Minus the pregnant woman.
Minus his wife, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and you know what, I'm gonna do the other two later because they interfere anyway. So screw it, do them now. So Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are each gonna get 5 accompaniment points and 6 interference points. 11 points to each of those two gentlemen.
All right then.
Just get them out of the way now. What the hell? It's gonna put Bo Dallas at 88 points, and it's gonna put Curtis Axel at 87 points. Okay. And then The Miz took on Jason Jordan and successfully retained his Intercontinental Championship.
Not cleanly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out, The Miz got the hometown hero reception and was cheered the entirety of the match. Jason Jordan was met with chirps. No one gave a single solitary fuck about Jason Jordan.
They did not.
I thought they booed him at the end, I heard.
They booed him at some points, and they booed him at the end when he cut that kind of heelish promo that he never should have cut. But we'll get to that after Jim goes through the match.
Yes, quite. So I said it was a back and forth. Jordan was hitting a lot of suplexes, and the Mr. Raj got involved. There was a distraction. Axel hit a cheap shot on Jordan while Dallas was distracting the ref, And then The Miz hit him with a skull-crushing finale and retained the belt. So we'll do Jason Jordan first. That's 8 points for competing and 7 moves. That's 15 points to Jason Jordan.
Throw him the promo points while you're doing it.
He got a promo?
He cut a promo after the match. He got interviewed in the middle of the ring. Same thing.
Oh, that's right. He did. Okay. So the 20 points to Jason Jordan then.
Yeah, they totally. That's someone put it. They totally should have called an audible when he was getting fucking booed. When he was getting like no reaction, and it went from no reaction to boo. That's like the worst thing that can happen to the person you're trying to push as a super baby face. It's having no reaction when he comes out and then gets promptly fucking booed. It's like, no, call that audible. Tell him not to cut the damn promo before he kills his career. But no, he cut the promo, and I just face palmed. I was like, oh god, oh god, we're seeing the self-implosion of a career right here. Oh god. Because he literally, after the Miz leaves, he gets interviewed. Was it Renee that interviewed him in the middle of the ring?
I think it was one of the others.
Anyway, okay. But he gets interviewed, and he's basically like, yeah, I'm disappointed that I couldn't overcome the odds of the Miztourage. But, I want a rematch. Mind you, he doesn't say, I want a rematch without the Miztourage. No, he just don't want a rematch. I'm like, oh, well, he's going to have the Miztourage, and you're going to get beat again. And he goes, yes, the crowd chants lovingly at my father that he sucks, but Miz, you really do suck. And then he even does a mic drop. I'm like, that's not a mic drop, dude. No. I was like, oh my god, I didn't think someone could cut a worse promo than Roman Reigns, but Jason Jordan proved me wrong. Because that was pretty fucking bad. It's like, you don't cut a half-heel promo against a guy who's being heralded as the hometown hero in the venue that you're at. I'm sorry, Vince, but he's not Roman Reigns. He's not getting over that. And at least Roman Reigns gets a reaction, which is more than I can say for Jason Jordan, who gets no reaction.
Yep. Anywho, so The Miz retains the Intercontinental Championship. That's worth 20 points. And he gets 30 for winning a match. So that's 50 points to The Miz. And The Miz is going to get... Miz. And The Miz is... let's see, so that's 20, that's 50. 6 move points is 56 points to The Miz. Wait a minute. Hang on. That's a lie. 58 for actually being in the match is 58. Plus the 6 moves is 64 points. No, wait. 66 points to The Miz. Yeah. That's right. Okay. 66 points to The Miz. 86 and 8 is 194 for The Miz.
He's The Miz, and he's awesome.
Pretty much.
I assume you did the Miztourage already.
Yeah, we did that before, remember?
All right. Okay.
You're an idiot. Anyway.
I'm an idiot.
Jeff, you really do suck.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Anyway, so we got a Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor video package, which precedes the match of Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, as one might expect. These guys beat the hell out of each other.
This match was decent. It had actually really good storytelling. I was surprised.
It did. It was quite good.
And what Bray did to Finn Balor, that looked like it hurt. A lot.
Just a little. But Finn Balor does manage to take home the victory with a coup de grace at the end.
Because Bray Wyatt attacks him before the bell rings, and I think Bray Wyatt didn't he drop him on the table or something and break his ribs?
He hit him with a rock bottom on the table, or that rock
Yeah,
bottom like maneuver that he does.
Right, the Uranagi. That's right.
Yeah, he Uranagi'd him on the table, and his ribs were all hurt and shit. And the officials started trying to take Finn to the back, and Finn got about 2/3 of the way up the ramp before Bray talks some shit at Finn Balor, like, "You see, Finn Balor is nothing more than a man."
Like, you see, Los Angeles, what I did to your hero, Finn Balor?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's nothing more than a man.
Which
So
pissed
run,
him-
Finn Balor.
Which pissed Finn Balor off and said, "Fuck my ribs, I'm gonna kick your ass anyway."
Which he did.
Yes. He was going to do a wide variety of moves that he should not have been capable of doing with injured ribs, but that's neither here nor
Also,
there.
Finn Balor's selling of the fucking crowd walk was a little over the top, even for Finn. 'Cause it's like, okay, number one, you're the Demon King. That shouldn't scare you. Number two, Bray does it at least once every fucking match. How does this surprise you?
Yeah.
Also, coup de grace on the crowd walk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep. That'll do it. Anyway, so Finn Balor was the victor here. So we'll do Bray first. So Bray is going to get himself 8 points for being in this match. And he's going to get 2 moves as 10 points Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
When he at 82.
Husky Harris.
So Finn Balor was the victor. Finn Balor's going to get 30 points for winning a match at a pay-per-view. And he actually had 13 moves. Because Balor was going crazy. So that's going to be 43 points to Finn Balor.
Yeah. Well, he was pissed off, despite the injured ribs.
I keep forgetting. No, it's not. I keep forgetting the fucking moves for the fucking participation. 30 for winning, 8 for being in it is 38. Plus 13 moves is 51 points to Finn Balor.
Fair enough.
All right. Where is Finn? There we go. 51 points to Finn. And let's see. 50 is... that's 1/6. 96, 86, 96, 06, 16, 117. Is that right?
Also, I don't know, is it?
Hang on. Let's try that again. 66 plus, what did I say Finn had? 51? Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, 117. I was correct. Okay.
Also, let's talk about Finn Balor's ring gear.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Look
He had
like
this,
trunks.
He had this like light blue-ish gray ring gear that just looked really weird considering he usually wears all black, and now he's like all fucking like going pure Shawn Michaels on this. You're just like, wait, dude, what? Why are you in white? No. And he had a new emblem? What the hell? Like, because he had this new jacket that had that emblem on the back of it, on his back. It's the emblem that was on his trunks. I'm like, what is that?
I don't know.
He just looked weird. I was like, no, that's not Finn Balor.
It is now.
No like, no like.
That's the man Finn Balor.
There you go.
I still prefer the Balor Club logo.
What was the what did the emblem look like?
I don't know. I couldn't tell what it was. It was weird.
What did it look like?
Finn Balor, No Mercy. 2017. Oh, there he is. Actually, that is a picture of him. Oh, you know what?
What?
It is a Balor Club. It's a Balor Club logo. It's BC, but it doesn't say Balor Club. It's just BC vertically.
Yeah, it's
with the letters of his name, how Balor's written out.
Yeah, intertwined. Yeah.
Okay, so the logo is okay, but still the coloration. It's just like no. That just doesn't look good on you. No.
Well, that's what we got. Moving on. Michael Cole throws us to a video announcing that Asuka will be debuting at the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view on October 22nd.
Yes, she will. TLC.
Pretty much.
Oh, Finn Balor's ripped as fuck.
Yes, he is. He is small, but he is ripped.
Tiny.
He's either been working out or he's been juicing, because he's hasn't been that ripped before.
No, he has.
Hmm.
You just don't know it because half the time it's covered in paint.
Hmm.
Anyway, moving along. So Sheamus and Cesaro cut a promo or via an interview in the back where they talk about
Yes.
well, in short, Sheamus calls on the luck of the Irish, saying that it will be with them tonight.
Ha! Ha ha! No.
Adding that tonight their match is going to get lucky, and unfortunately for Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, their luck has run out because they don't just set the bar, we are the bar.
And unfortunately for Cesaro, that couldn't be further from the truth. Because good God.
Promo to Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yes. Cesaro really is a cyborg, dude. Holy shit.
Yes, he is. I'm not sure if John knows what we're talking about.
Oh, he will when we talk about it, because Cesaro never should have done that.
No, I know.
What
I
he
just
did.
I just don't know if John knows where we're going with this.
I know about his teeth.
That is where we're going with this. So then the match kicks off of Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose defending the Raw Tag Titles against Cesaro. And Cesaro take control of the match rather early on. There's a great moment where Ambrose gets checked for an arm injury, and then Cesaro goes in with a neutralizer. Ambrose gets out of that and slingshot Cesaro into the corner. And unfortunately, Cesaro, being the consummate professional that he is, tries to, as much as he can, sell the being catapulted face first into the corner. And upon doing so, he's needed to smash his own face into the turnbuckle and jab his two front teeth up into his gums.
Yeah. Actually, he tried to do that over the top sell where Superstar jumps up over the turnbuckle and hits the top of the turnbuckle with his head, which he's done before. This time, Cesaro forgot to close his mouth, so instead of bashing the turnbuckle, he ate the turnbuckle, or tried to anyway, and turnbuckle won, so yeah.
Yeah. Originally, it was thought that Cesaro's teeth were knocked out. Then it was thought that his teeth were broken, but then it turned out that his teeth were actually jammed up into his gums. So Cesaro had a maxillofacial surgery earlier in the week, presumably to at least have the teeth extracted and some implants put in. Cesaro did appear on Raw. He did not wrestle, but he was in Sheamus' corner for his one-on-one match against, I want to say it was Seth Rollins.
Yeah, the sheer amount of pain Cesaro must have been in for the rest of that match, though, good lord.
And Cesaro was bleeding all over the place like crazy for the duration of the match, too.
No. I'd also like to point out two things with this. One, they need to fire that announcer team, the commentating team, aside from Graves. Graves was the only competent announcer out there.
Now they can fire him too. That's fine.
No, he was the only competent announcer out there because,
as opposed
That'd be
to
the first time.
because literally Michael Cole and fucking Booker
Other
T
guy.
ignored the match because Graves is the only one who went, "Oh shit, that looked kind of real. What the hell? Is he actually injured?" Graves is the only one that actually saw Cesaro literally eat the turnbuckle, and he was like, "That didn't look good." The other two completely fucking oblivious. And when they realize he's injured, they're talking about, Cole's like, Seth Rollins, might have super kicked the teeth out of Cesaro, because seeing some in blood. And Graves just turns to him and goes, "No, that's because he ate the fucking turnbuckle, you fucking idiot."
I feel like he didn't use that terminology.
He should have.
Probably not, but
that's basically what he says. No, it's because he ate the turnbuckle. And for the longest time, Cesaro was, down in pain, in blood. And at first, when he did it, you didn't see the blood. But then when Cesaro came up, you just saw it's just literally like Ghostbusters amount of blood just coming out of his mouth, going down his entire face. And it's like, what the hell just happened? And at this point, Cesaro, being the ever consummate professional, when he popped up, the first thing he did was locate the camera and Mick Foley'd the camera.
Nice.
yeah, pretty much.
So Cesaro knew exactly what he was doing. Was like, no, I got to get the money shot before I crumple in pain. Which he did. He promptly crumpled in pain. And then wrestled the rest of the match.
He did.
Even going so far as saying a brogue kick to said impacted teeth. Yeah, Sheamus tried to brogue kick. I think it was Dean. Dean moved out of the way, and he ended up brogue kicking Cesaro right in the impacted teeth.
Cesaro should have turned around. Maybe it would have knocked him back out.
There you go.
Yeah, that's kind of how they lost, too, is because he brogue kicked Cesaro and therefore had no help when he promptly got kneed to faces into fucking execution. So, yeah. Also, as people pointed out, Shield still doesn't have a combined entrance. They need a combined entrance if they're going to be a legitimate team.
They can't use the music.
Yeah, no. Roman is using their music.
No.
Give it a couple of weeks until they come out to help them, and then they'll have their music back.
Well, and we'll be talking about this on Saturday. There's actually... People don't know if they're actually going through with that, because at first they were like, yeah, they're going to do this, and it's like, wait, maybe they're not. But no, I'm not saying give them the Shield entrance. It's just give them a combined entrance. Don't have them come out separately. Have them come out together.
With what music?
I don't know. Come up with something.
They could do like they do with Cesaro, just combine their music.
They could.
But no, trust me, the Shield is coming back. Trust me. I know you didn't see Raw, but spoiler, Roman Reigns got beaten down by the Miztourage, and then they did a Shield triple fist bump over his corpse. So, yeah, no, the Shield is reuniting.
That's just a great description of something.
I know.
Yeah, but there's... I don't know. I saw this headline saying that potentially the Shield reunion thing has been scrapped. So, I don't know. I haven't actually watched that yet because I haven't seen Raw. I want to see Raw before I see anything related to it. But because the first one was, Shield's going to reunite against the Miztourage, and then the follow-up to that is, wait, has the Shield reunion been scrapped? So, I think people still don't know whether the Shield reunion is going to happen or not.
I think people are like, oh, Roman got beat down and didn't get help. It's because they're building up to it, you idiots. Anyway, let me get back to this. So Cesaro did in fact lose, so we will give them points first.
Yeah, this is a hellacious match. It was a great match, though.
It was a great match. So we'll start off with Sheamus, who's going to get 8 points for being in the match, and 6 move points is 14 points to Sheamus.
Oh, I'd also like to point this out for John, because tell me how awesome this is, and explain to me why and how Cesaro didn't win off of this. But Cesaro picked up Dean Ambrose for the white noise, that double team white noise that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And Cesaro got up on the turnbuckle to do the assisted white noise. And Rollins, in his infinite wisdom, decided to try to do a Hurricane Rana off the top rope on Cesaro. So he goes up to do it, but instead of doing a Hurricane Rana, Cesaro actually catches him, waits for Sheamus to do the white noise, and then super power bombs Rollins onto Ambrose.
Nice.
It's like, and they tried to pin him. It's like 1, 2, and then kick out. And I'm like, they shouldn't have been able to kick out of that. It's a great move, though.
Indeed. So anyway, we said I awarded points to Sheamus and Cesaro. So like I said, Sheamus got 8 for that and 6 for moves, put him at 14, and Cesaro had 4 moves, which put him at 12. Okay. As for the winners, if I recall correctly, I believe Dean got the pinfall on this. Yes, okay.
Yes, off the Dirty Deeds.
Right, so therefore we will go ahead and do Seth first. Seth is going to get himself 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 15 points for retaining the tag titles as 30. And then he's going to get himself 8 points for being in the match as 38. And 4 for moves is 42 points to Seth Rollins.
Fair enough.
Would be 195.
Question, Jim, before you continue.
Answer, Jeff, before I continue.
Should Cesaro get OMG points for impacting his front teeth?
I don't know.
John agrees.
I was going to say it anyway, but I was fully convinced when he Mick Foley'd the camera. And I was like, no, this man deserves his extra points.
Fair enough. We will give Cesaro extra points. So Cesaro is going to get him. Cesaro will get an extra 5 points for the OMG moment. So it'd be 2, and then probably 143.
And I love that there's like now different variants of OMG. It's like it's not oh my god, it's oh my god.
Oh my god!
Yeah, instead of that, it's just oh my god, what did he oh no, don't want.
No, it's okay. See, Ambrose was starting to build up momentum, and Cesaro got confused. He thought that Bust Yourself Open to Restore Your Momentum move was still in the game.
He thought he was doing a George Animal impression, trying to eat the turnbuckle.
Exactly. Oh, animal. Anyway. And then Dean Ambrose got the pinfall here, so Dean Ambrose is going to get himself 30 for a match win. Another 15 for retaining of the tag titles is 45. And 8 for being in the match is 53. And 12 moves is 65 points to Dean Ambrose.
God damn.
Dean Ambrose. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to do that. 1 is 230 for Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose temporarily takes the lead.
Wow.
Temporarily. All right, moving along. We got ourselves, let's see, we're going to go back over to the program. We got ourselves a women's championship match, a fatal 5-way to be specific. It's Emma versus Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley versus the champion, Alexa Bliss.
Yep. Speaking of maneuvers you should not be walking away from, good lord. Holy shit. Did John hear about this one?
I don't think so, no.
The entire women's division dropped Nia Jax on the back of her neck. Because they did a 4-woman powerbomb off the apron onto the ground on Nia's neck.
Oh.
Yeah, the way she landed, I was like, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, Bayley and Emma tried to double powerbomb her, and they successfully hit it after Bliss hit a running kick on Nia from the inside. I see no indication that Sasha was involved in that exchange.
Oh, I thought all 4 of them were there. Fair enough. But yeah, it was a multi-woman powerbomb. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Crack! Oh god!
Yeah.
She was fine, but still, oh god.
Yeah, hey, Nia Jax is tough.
Oh, she looked very strong in this match. They did a good job with her.
Oh, yeah. Well, Nia always... I actually noted there's actually something I saw an article about, and it's interesting. No. Something else you note interestingly about Nia Jax. Nia Jax is the only woman in WWE who, upon entrance to the ring, has her weight announced.
I didn't notice that.
She does. And according to somebody mentioned that to Kurt Angle on Twitter, and he added that's because Nia Jax is very proud of her weight and her size. And Nia said, thanks, Kurt.
And then stabbed him.
No. No, it was with a smiley face. It was cool.
Oh.
And then they dropped her on her neck.
Yeah, and then they dropped her on her neck. No, Nia Jax is one of the only women who has actually built with a weight on the way to the ring, and that weight is actually, let's see.
She's going to win the women's champion with a broken frickin' neck.
Yes. There you go.
At this point, probably.
Yeah. But no, apparently, according to Wikipedia, they actually clocked Nia in at 273.
Damn.
I'm not going to tell her differently.
Right?
And 6 feet tall.
Damn.
And you can't teach that.
Pretty much.
Bada boom, realest girl in the room. How you doing? Also, I love Emma did fucking nothing in this match.
Neither did Sasha.
She did more than Emma. She was she at least, you know, competed in the ring because they had the 3-woman stare down. You know, Sasha, Bayley, and fucking Alexa, and those were the 3 involved in the final of the match, the outcome of the match. So at least she was on TV, which is more than I can say for Emma.
Actually, no. Emma jumped in the ring. She hit a butterfly suplex on Bayley and then followed up with a splash in the corner for a 2 count.
Fair enough. Sasha still did more.
Not according to the recap. Sasha's mentioned once at the beginning in the double team against Nia, and that's it.
Well, fuck that recap.
Anyway, let's go ahead and we will go through these women in reverse order.
Is
No,
that
this was a
like
good
the
match.
new fuck that owl? Is fuck that recap?
I guess.
There
But
you
yes,
go.
Alexa wins with a DDT on Bailey for the
Yep.
clean 1, 2, 3.
Indeed. The what does she call that?
I don't know.
I remember what she calls that. She has a name for that DDT.
Fair enough. Yeah, this was a pretty good match. I enjoyed this match. The spots were good, and Nia did a great job being the female Braun Strowman, so kudos to her.
Yep. No, I guess
She's a
it's not-
monster among women.
I guess she hasn't named the DDT. It's just a snap DDT. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So we will go ahead and Emma is going to get 8 points and nothing.
She should Dean Ambrose it and just call it the Twisted Bliss. Because it's not like she actually uses the Twisted Bliss anymore. I've only seen her use it once, and that's when she made her debut. And then once she started using the DDT, she's never used it again. She's tried, but she's never used it again.
No, she's used it a couple times.
Really? I've only seen her try to do it once, but she decided better of it and didn't do it.
No, she's done it a few times.
Well, fair enough.
She did. I believe she won the SmackDown Women's title with it.
Did she?
If I recall correctly. Because she didn't have the DDT at the time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, you're right. Yeah, because she didn't develop the DDT until later. You're right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because she only added the DDT at some point last year.
Fair enough.
So.
Yeah,
Anyway.
very good match. Good job to
Yes.
the women.
Right. So Emma got 8 points. Did I give her points? I lost track of what I was doing. Well, let's see. Undo the... no, that's Emma.
You
Nope.
gave
Okay.
You gave Emma points. 8 points and nothing, I believe, was the exact quote.
Yes, but I said it, but I didn't write it down. Okay, 84
Okay.
Emma. And then next up, who's next on the roster? Let's see. Let's do Sasha, who also had no moves, so she'll get 8 points. Put her at 83. And then we'll do Bailey, who at least did one move.
Oh.
So she's going to get 9 points. Wait a minute. Backtrack.
Specialty match.
Tracer rewind.
Let's try that again. Okay. 8 points for being in the match and 3 for a specialty is 11 at base. So that's going to be
It's
87 for Emma. And Sasha is down here somewhere. She's also going to have 11. It's going to be 86 for her.
Hey, before you continue,
Yep.
should Bailey, Emma, and Alexa get an OMG for that triple power bomb?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
probably.
Sure,
If it
they
looked
dropped
that
her on her
cool.
neck.
And it took 3 people to powerbomb her.
Yeah,
She got better.
she got better.
Nice. She suplexed me into a newt.
Well, one thing we can say is at least she wasn't Cesaro.
Yeah.
Is that the new bar then?
He is the bar.
And it is Cesaro.
Well, as Sheamus says, they are the bar.
Yeah, pretty much. So was that a yes on OMG?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds OMG worthy.
Okay, so that's going to be, I'll hit that to Sasha while I'm down here. That's an extra 5. That'll put her at 91. And then we will go to Bailey, who is going to get the 11, plus the 5 is 16. Puts her at 21.
506. Damn it.
Ah. If it wasn't here, I would have done it. And then Nia Jax, who did all the work for the majority of the match, is going to get 11 plus 8 moves. Is going to be 20 points to Nia.
Yeah, this match was a clinic on how to run a match properly when you have, like, when you have 3 normal size and a giant. normal size and a giant. Yes, they booked the Giant properly for once, where they let her do everything. They let her basically destroy and just look super fucking powerful. And the one thing they never asked her to do was wrestle, which was good. Like she can do a move here and there, but let's be honest, Nia, like most Giants, don't have a depth in move listing here. They usually have, compared to like the others, she doesn't have a lot in her repertoire. But what she does is she destroys, because she's a Giant, and they did that, and they did it very, very well. They booked it properly because they booked her strong and didn't have her go off trying to do fucking like Hurricane Ranas and shit like that. It's just pick people up and throw them around. Okay, I could do that. There's very few Giants that can actually do more than just Giant stuff. Braun Strowman is a freak of nature because he can. He's basically Shawn Michaels in a fucking Giant's frame. He is. Have you seen him wrestle? He's literally Shawn fucking Michaels.
He's Shawn Michaels after getting the gravity suit.
There you go. And then of course you have Harper and Rowan, who are both highly athletic, but those three are like abnormalities.
And one of them is on TV.
Yeah.
Well, rumor has it they're repackaging Luke Harper, so.
Rumor has it they're repackaging Harper and Rowan as a tag team, actually.
Potentially, yeah, but they're saying at least that Harper's going to come back with like a whole new look and gimmick and stuff.
Well, that was the idea. They're supposed to come back as a whole new tag team because there's still debate whether they were going to be revealed as the ones that were attacking Breezango.
Yeah, they were considering that. I don't know if they should do that. I mean, they worked well as a tag team, but I think Harper, if they package him right and book him right, could actually work well singles because he was getting a reaction. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day.
It is a discussion for another day. Yeah. Also, I point out to you, just because they're booking her as a Giant doesn't mean that Nia can't actually wrestle. We haven't seen her try yet. I remind you, she's an Anoa'i.
This is true. But they still booked her right. This is how, in my opinion, she should be booked with the other women. And it made for a really, really great match. Because you had a dynamic there between the big Giant that destroys everybody and the little scrappy Daniel Bryan-sized people trying to fight said Giant. It's the David and Goliath thing. And I thought it worked very, very well and booked very, very well this match.
I don't know. I still like it when Giants like Braun Strowman dropkick a dude in the face.
This is true.
Anywho, so that leaves us with Alexa, who is going to get herself 25 points for a retention of her title and 30 for a match win. It's going to be 30 for the match win, 25 for the belt is 55. That's going to be another 10 for winning a specialty is 65. That's going to be the base 11 is going to be 76. No, wait, 66. Sorry. 66. And then one move is 67 points to Alexa.
OMG.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me just try that again real quick. So it's 30 for the match plus 25 for the title plus 10 for winning a specialty plus the base 11. Plus 1 for her move, plus 5 for the OMG is 82 points to Alexa.
Wow.
That's going to put her at 209. Oh, and 5 more points because after winning, she does an interview on the stage where she adds that she is the one Raw Women's Champion and the one goddess in WWE.
This is true, yes. She did have a post-match interview.
So that'll actually be 214. 4 points behind AJ Styles.
She's also one of the 3 interviewed in Raw Talk afterwards, which I saw.
She is.
And she pointed out, and kind of rightfully so, look, I just took on the entire Raw women's locker room and won. There is no one in this division that can beat me. She's kind of not wrong. But she made the point, well, how about Asuka? She's coming at TLC, and she goes, hey, I respect Asuka. She's great in the ring. She's very destructive. She's awesome. And she may be there for stuff tomorrow, but there's only one goddess in the WWE, and she will learn that when she gets here.
Yeah. Well, Asuka's gonna have to worry about that when that comes, because she's got a worse problem come on Monday Night Raw.
Fair enough.
In the form of a former 6-time women's champion.
Oh, is it because of the comment she made about her on Raw Talk?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she called her an old woman. She probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, Mickey beat the shit out of her.
But yeah, Alexa, once again, cutting a great fucking promo on Raw Talk. It was really good. Like, there's a reason she's, like, one of the most popular with, I guess, Vince and stuff, and one of, up there women on the roster. It's because she's not half bad in the ring. She's probably not as gifted technically in the ring as some of the other women, but she's good enough. But she's incredible on the mic compared to pretty much every other woman on the roster. And she's got a good look.
That too.
She's hot as hell, and you can't teach that.
Mm-hmm. So anywho, after this, we get ourselves a video package comparing the careers of Roman Reigns and John Cena.
And this is where the pay-per-view goes downhill. The pay-per-view is just downhill from here.
I don't know. The main event was pretty good.
Oh, we're getting the match itself wasn't terrible, but I hated the main event. I hated it so much.
Okay, well, anyway, so following that video package, we have ourselves a WrestleMania caliber, the first of 2 large main events tonight of Roman Reigns versus John Cena.
Yeah, this match.
Wasn't bad. These two beat the hell out of each other.
This match was not good.
These two beat the hell out of each other, and by the end,
the last third of the match was decent. It was not bad, but match overall not good. Not a WrestleMania caliber match, and there's one reason for it. And once this was revealed to me, when I watched some of the post-news stuff, I was like, "Oh well, that explains a lot."
What's that?
John Cena, in his infinite wisdom, went out there and said, "This is what we're doing tonight, Roman. You're calling the shots." I was like, oh god, that explains why this match was so fucking dreadful until the last third of the match.
Well, Roman Reigns came out the victor in this match, taking yet another torch for his collection.
Yeah,
And following the match, John Cena raised Roman Reigns' hand and hugged him, and then he kind of collapsed in the corner for a minute. Then Reigns headed out, and then Cena came out of the ring and kind of looked back at the arena. He paused to give a wristband to a young boy in the front row. He went up to the stage, and he turned around and saluted the camera. He then paused again for a second at the top of the stage, turned around with his back to the camera, raised the double John Cena OK symbol that he throws up into the air, and then walked away. So people are not questioning whether John Cena has retired.
Well, he did more than that. He did the little fucking gang sign thing, the word life thing, and then he walked backstage, and as he was walking past the set, he actually reached out with his left hand. You could see it because the camera was on his left side. He reached out and he touched the set as he walked backstage. He patted the set like, "I'm gonna miss this," and walked backstage. But before I get into all the John Cena retiring stuff, because that's effectively true, the match itself just. Oh, why did Reigns have to look that strong? He literally took like 5 AAs and a super AA and kicked out of every fucking single one of them. And a double AA. John Cena him like twice before pinning him and kicked out of it. And all Reigns had to do was one Superman punch, one spear. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, this match legitimately pissed me off.
I do point out to you that was not long after Cena ate a spear through a table.
Yeah, where Reigns DDT'd himself through said table. And, again, talking about a neck injury you shouldn't be walking from, DDTing yourself through the table and basically taking a header straight into the fucking ground. Reigns was lucky to be walking after that. But yeah, that should be OMG too for Reigns doing fucking that, because that, oh my god, that bump. But I mean, the main event probably pissed me off more for a different reason. Well, kind of. We'll get to that. But for this one, it's just like, I'm okay with the fact that Cena lost. I would have preferred him winning, but it makes sense that he would lose. But the fact that Reigns out Superman, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. You can't have just a normal match for once, Roman. You have to be like, no, I'm 5 times better than John Cena. It's like, no, you're not. Fuck off. And that's what pissed me off the most about this match. That, and like I said, just how shit it was in the beginning up until they, actually started wrestling and stuff, because Roman Reigns was calling the shots. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. No. I hated this match. Which was too bad, because this was the one match I was looking forward to of the entire card.
Let the heat flow through you.
What's that, John?
Yes.
But yes, so the retirement thing, to a degree that is in fact true based on what Cena said on Raw Talk, because he was the final guest on Raw Talk.
Of course.
And he got a little bit emotional, and he was kind of ducking one of the questions, because King asked him, people have been wondering in this specific tweeter was wondering, asked, is he gone? And John Cena outright said, no, I'm not gone, but there comes a time when you have to take stock of your career and of your physical health, what you can and can't do. And he goes, look, I'm 40 years old, and I've been doing this for 15 years, and competing not at a normal level, but at an elite level consistently for 15 years. Doing that on a consistent basis takes its toll. And he put it out bluntly, I can't compete at that level anymore on this type of schedule because I'm 40 fucking years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, no, I'm not gone, but what I'll probably end up being is this Batman type character for WWE, where when they flash the signal, I'll come running. Which means he'll probably be around for Mania and shit like that. But he's basically, he also pointed out, because they had talked about Roman Reigns and stuff like that, and apparently when John Cena went in to give him the bro hug, he actually said something to Reigns, and Renee outright asked him what he said, and Cena was like, well, I'm not going to tell you that, because as King knows, there is actually a brotherhood between the superstars in the back, and part of that brotherhood is, what we say to each other out there in the ring stays in the ring. And I respect the brotherhood, and Roman and I have a level of respect there with that brotherhood. So no, I'm not going to tell you that, which is fair enough. But he said, I was very impressed with Roman, but he basically said, because one of them, I think it was King, asked him about passing the torch, and Cena was like, no, I didn't pass him shit. He goes, I went out there, gave him my all. What Roman did was he came up and he took the torch, which is what he should have done, and I respect him for that. So I think effectively what's happened is Reigns is now John Cena. John Cena is now The Undertaker. Where John Cena is going to be the mythical legend that comes in every once in a while that everyone's trying to beat. And, at the pay-per-views and stuff. And he's going to come in to make other people look good and whatnot. Because Lord knows Undertaker can't do it anymore. He can barely walk. Although there is a rumor of Cena v. Taker at Mania, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Make Taker a hypocrite, but whatever.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, so for all intents and purposes, Cena is retired because as he had put it, as he admitted, he's old.
Yep.
So that was probably Cena's last match, and Reigns can probably go on to say, I retired both Undertaker and John Cena.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to call bullshit on John Cena.
Oh?
I can't remember exactly when it is. It might be this coming weekend. I'm not sure. Terry Funk is wrestling at 73. Fuck you, Cena.
But Terry Funk has never wrestled at an elite level for 15 years.
No, but Ric Flair did. He was wrestling up until he was at least 60.
Yeah.
In which case, then he just went to wrestle with alcoholism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you have to respect. You have to yeah, but you have to respect Cena for being like, nah, you know what? I'm old enough. I don't want to fuck myself up. I'm gonna get out now while I can still fucking walk. Whereas Flair, he's gonna be fucking like elbow dropping his coat all the way to his fucking casket.
Mm-hmm. I like to see it's like, yeah, I'm gonna, it seems like, yeah, I'm old. I'm gonna get out of the ring. I'm gonna get out of the ring before I, a career or life-threatening injury. Oh, by the way, go check out my wife when she breaks her neck again.
Yeah, well, Bray's gonna be able to say the same thing about her husband, except
this is true. Yeah, that's true.
It's a plan.
Because he's been teasing an ROH return.
He has been teasing ROH, and Cody Rhodes has been calling him out on ROH.
Yep. Oh, we'll be talking about Cody Rhodes on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. And we'll be talking about how his pals the Young Bucks got a cease and desist from WWE.
That's
for complete bullshit. But we'll get into that. On Saturday.
Anyway, so John Cena. Let's go back to this now. So John Cena is going to get himself 8 points for being in the match. And he's going to get 14 points for moves, so that's going to put him at 22 points for this match.
Yep. Also, as part of the interview, too, he said thank you to the WWE Universe and stuff, so he was basically giving like a retirement interview / speech on Raw Talk. So, yeah, he's done. He's gone. He's in Hollywood now.
And I need to ask, when Cena came out on Raw Talk to do this, was he wearing a salmon-colored jacket?
No, he was wearing his T-shirt and hat.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't get it. Oh, I get it. Okay, no. I wish, but no.
Broke the pipes.
No. That would have been hilarious. But no, this was like serious time with John Felix Anthony Cena.
Okay then. Anywho.
That's like his full name.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I know, what are you casting a spell? What the fuck? Or is he in trouble?
Anywho, Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns
Big dog. The guy.
Yes, 30 points for winning the match. 8 for being in it is 38. And then 15 move points is 48, and 5 is 53 points to Roman Reigns.
Jeez.
I am okay with this. Surprisingly.
Of course you are.
Yeah, puts you at 176 at the top 10.
Yeah. The other thing that pissed me off about this match, Cena did all the work. Like, Reigns barely did anything in this match. Cena's the one that did everything. Aside from, that one spear that Reigns should not have gotten up from, and then the Superman punch and the spear. That was about it. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
If this is going to be you're going to show you're the guy match, and Cena's going to pass the torch match, fucking wrestle. Don't just do your 3 moves of doom and prove you're worse than Cena.
Yeah. Hey, he didn't pass the torch. Roman Reigns came up and took it, which is what he should have done.
Yeah, he took it with like 1 move, and you're just like, no, fuck you.
In all fairness, though, Cena spent 15 years doing that. It's kind of appropriate.
Live by the move, die by the move.
Basically.
Except the difference is Cena did it with 5 moves, not 2.
No, there were a lot of instances where Cena was beat down for 20 minutes and then hit an AA and won.
Yeah, but throughout the rest of the match, he's hit his other moves and stuff, so he's actually had to wear him down before he could do that. Whereas Reigns literally was spear, Superman, and punch, spear. And you're just like, no, fuck you. Granted, he speared him through the table, but still.
Yeah, well. Alright, so anyway, we cut backstage to Kurt Angle's office where he's on the phone. Talking about things going on. He's interrupted by Miz and the Miztourage. And Miz says that Angle's son didn't live up to expectations tonight, and he has an idea for tomorrow night to make tomorrow night's Raw even bigger. He's proposing the most must-see show in WWE history, Miz TV. And the biggest Miz TV ever, as he wants an exclusive interview with Roman Reigns.
Twitch Angle agrees.
Miz adds that Reigns' victory tonight is as big as him beating The Undertaker, and says he has a lot of questions for Reigns and that people at home want answers. Angle thinks about it for a second and says, you know, as much as I don't like to agree with you, Miz, that is a good idea. In fact, not only are you going to have Roman Reigns on Miz TV, you're going to open the show. And Miz just throws his hands up and the grin is like, you're welcome. And they leave.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You jabroni ass piece of shit. Alright, so promo to The Miz. This is what's going to happen there. That's going to put Miz at 199. We have a promo for the people that are going to be on Raw Talk. And then we go to the piss break match, also known as the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh boy, was it a piss break match. Holy shit.
Yes, Neville versus Enzo Amore.
This match was shit.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Good storytelling, but it was still shit.
That's about right.
Does Enzo get points for foreign object use, since he technically used it to win the title?
He used it, but he didn't hit him with it, so it doesn't really count.
No, but he still used it, and it still had an impact in the match.
I don't know. What do you think, John?
Don't we usually only get it if they actually hit him with it?
This is extra points for you, John. Don't fight this. Because usually, if they're not hit with said object, it usually doesn't have an impact in the match, or if it does, it's because they went through it. Whereas this one was used less as a physical weapon and more as a means to an end. But it was still a foreign object that he used. I don't know. That's kind of how I think about it. But that's fair. If you don't, if it is true, usually we're like, oh no, they have to actually hit him with it, because like we don't give them for table spots and stuff. But
we'll give the belt interference points.
But then again, usually in those instances, they still get the foreign object use anyway, because it usually in those instances they also use an actual foreign object to hit someone with in those matches.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to you. I just thought I'd throw it out there since it's kind of a unique situation. For those at home wondering what the hell we're talking about, basically Enzo got tossed outside by Neville and thrown into the timekeeper's area, and he went and grabbed the belt, and which by this point I might add the fucking ref should have just counted him out, but no, the ref decided to just stop counting for no reason.
No, did he stop counting because Neville jumped out of the ring?
No, Neville was in the ring, and Enzo grabbed the belt, and the ref was at like 8 when Enzo grabbed the belt, and he stopped counting to chastise Enzo and tell him to put the belt down instead of doing his goddamn job and counting him out.
Yeah, well.
Enzo was literally outside the ring for at least like 12 seconds.
Yeah, well.
But Enzo got back in the ring, made like he was going to hit Neville with the belt, and the ref was like, no, don't do it, Enzo, put the belt down or I'm going to disqualify your ass. And Enzo was like, all right, fine, and relinquished the belt to him, and the ref took the belt and walked over to the side of the ring to hand it back down to like the timekeeper or whatever, so his back was to Neville and Enzo. And Enzo hit him where the sun don't shine. And then rolled him up for the win.
Yep. That's a good summary.
Enzo.
Yep.
But yeah, so technically he did use it to win the match. I'll leave it up to you, gentlemen, whether you agree with my assessment or not.
You're technically not wrong, but he didn't hit him with it.
No, he didn't.
Now, John, what do you think?
I say no. I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's his guy. If he doesn't want points, then. All right. So we'll go ahead and do Neville first. Neville. So Neville's going to get 8 points for being in the match, and 2 moves is 10 points to Neville. Neville.
I'd also like to point out you cost him the match, Jim.
Hmm?
Well, it's the beginning and the end when he crashed and burned using your move.
Rich Swann did that move first.
But it's in your name!
I know, but it was called that before I took it. It was cool.
And actually, Neville kind of did it himself by kind of not paying attention to Enzo and mocking the crowd. But still.
Yeah, that too. That happens. Anywho.
Goulak says, I told you so.
Right. And then we're going to have Enzo Amore, who is, what's a cruiserweight worth? It seems a mid-card, right? Yeah, so Enzo Amore is going to get 40 points for winning the Cruiserweight Championship. He's going to get 30 for winning this match, is 70. He's going to get 8 for actually being in the match, is 78. And he's going to get 4 moves, is going to be 82 points to Enzo Amore. Let's see. Which is actually going to put Enzo at 308.
Damn. And Smack Talker Skywalker was the first guest on
Yes, he was.
Raw Talk. I kind of liked his entrance because Renee and King were just talking, and then you just hear off screen, well, what do we got over here?
Cup of haters?
No, actually, it's funny because he says that, but before he can say cup of haters, King goes, don't worry, there's no haters over here. And he goes, that's good. So they had a nice little conversation, and I love King points out, like, looking at first of all, talking to Enzo about the belt, what do you think of the belt, blah, 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 and he goes, why the hell is this thing purple, huh? Look at this thing. Man, this thing should be blended out with some diamonds. I'm going to get some, get this shit melted down, put some diamonds on it, bling this thing out, and make it not purple, because this looks like crap. Trust me, when I get back with this, it's going to look awesome. And then King points out, wait, is that Neville's side plate still on the belt? And Enzo goes, what? And looks at it. He goes, okay, no, this is wrong. This is unacceptable. I've been Cruiserweight Champion for 40 minutes, and they ain't still got my side plates on this. What the hell? No, see, I'm going to get this fixed. It's actually kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
So he asks him about being the champion. So then, like, are you going to go celebrate? He's like, yeah, I'm going to go celebrate with my family and my friends, and starts listening to all these people, and we're going to party like we just won a championship match, because we just did.
Yep.
Yeah, he basically cuts a semi-Enzo style promo.
Mm-hmm. That works.
Stuff like that, yeah. Then he talks about his shirt, his I got the sauce shirt.
Yep.
Which he was wearing, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of heel.
Oh, that's nothing. Anyway, so following that situation, we then go on to our main event match, when the monster among men, Braun Strowman, comes out to the ring, and he prepares for the main event, and his opponent comes out, and Braun is introduced, and then Paul Heyman takes the microphone from the ring announcer, and he starts fighting. What did he call the corner this time? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know, under the Champions Corner?
No, he didn't say the Champions Corner. He didn't say the Conqueror's Corner. He said something else. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
Oh, fighting out of the corner known as Suplex City. The reigning, defending, Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, fuck this match. I don't care what people said. They buried Braun Strowman, kind of, because, yeah, he looks strong. Yeah, he kind of wrecked Lesnar a little bit. But I put to you, Lesnar couldn't do with, like, I think we do, like, 3 or 4 fucking running power slams and a 10-minute match what a 50-year-old out-of-shape man did in, like, 1 minute. Because literally Goldberg beat him with literally like 2 spears and a jackhammer And Braun couldn't do it with 4 running power slams, massive amounts of destruction in a 10-minute match. It's like, no, fuck you.
Well, 2 things about Goldberg. Number one, Goldberg is a lot of things. You can call Goldberg a lot of things to be accurate. Out of shape has never been one of them.
No, he was out of shape for that. He even admitted it. He said, I'm not in wrestling shape. He even said he didn't know if he was going to be able to do the match they wanted him to do because he hadn't wrestled in so long. Yeah, he's in good shape for a man of his age, but he was not in wrestling shape, which he freely admitted because he hadn't wrestled for that long. So, he was like, that's why I think he's getting back into shape now, because I think they want him to do another run. And I think he does want to come back, but it's going to take him some time to get back into wrestling shape. So, for a wrestler, yes, he was out of shape, and he freely admitted that.
Well, I'll point out to you, Goldberg in not wrestling shape is still in better shape than half of the actual wrestlers who come out on a weekly basis.
Yeah, but still, I still put to you, Braun Strowman couldn't do what a 50-year-old out-of-shape wrestler did in a minute flat, or 2 minutes.
Yes, but as the point was made, even Paul Heyman made the point in a number of promos, the only reason Goldberg pulled that off is because Goldberg had the element of surprise. Goldberg overwhelmed Lesnar with surprise before Lesnar could react. That's why he had that advantage. And truth be told, Brock Lesnar underestimated Bill Goldberg.
I just picture Goldberg doing peekaboo, and then Brock goes, and then he just spears him.
Which is fair enough. I still did not like this match. I mean, it was okay. If you take away that aspect of it, it was okay in terms of match quality. It wasn't terrible. Braun Strowman still did the no-sell thing, except he didn't pop up like he did on Raw, which I wish he had done that. But I hate this match for the same reason I hated the Reigns v. Cena match, because the person who lost to one fucking move. It's not like he took a bunch of suplexes, and he took a Kimura lock, but he lost to one F5. It's not like he took 4 F5s and then stayed down. No, he took one. Just like Cena only took 1 spear, and it's just like, no, fuck off.
He took 1 F5, but that was, that was kind of after being choked out of the Kimura lock for 5 straight minutes and taking half a dozen suplexes.
Yeah. I mean, I give credit to Strowman. He sold it very well because he hit 2 power slams late in the match, but couldn't capitalize on it because he was so wiped out. So that's great selling there, great storytelling. But still, Strowman needed to win this match, and he should have won this match.
No. Unfortunately, Roman needs an unstoppable Brock more than we need Strowman as champion.
Yep. Well, someone actually made a pretty valid point with this, and if this is where they're going with it, I kind of cringe. But it makes sense given the setup they have. Mm-hmm. Because they're thinking WWE probably still wants to do Reigns v. Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yes.
So by having Lesnar hit only 1 F5 on Strowman, they can push the F5 as being the move that they kind of like the Tombstone pile driver of the Undertaker. It's, as Taker put it, the move that nobody gets up from. He hits it once, he wins. So that when it comes down to Reigns v. Lesnar at WrestleMania, when of course he's going to drop the strap to Reigns comes out, eats the F5 and kicks out of it, it's going to be like, what the fuck? He just kicked out of a move that not even Braun Strowman kicked out of.
Yeah, I can see it.
And in their misguided sense of logic, they think that's going to get Reigns over. No, it's not. You're fucking deluding yourselves, but do what you want to do. It's your product.
So anyway, we'll go ahead and do Braun Strowman first. So Braun Strowman is going to get 8 points for being in this match, and he's going to get 4 for being in the main event, is 12. On top of that, he's going to get 13 move points, is 25 points to Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
147. And then Brock Lesnar is going to get himself 30 points for winning this match. He's going to get 25 points for a Universal title retention. It's 55. He's going to get 8 points for being in the match. Is 63. He is going to get 9 points for being in and winning the main event. Is 72. And he's going to get 7 moves. Is 79 points to Brock Lesnar. Which is going to be 79 plus 26 is going to give Brock 105.
Did you give Paul Riss his accompaniment points?
And we will give Paul Riss accompaniment points.
The other reason I didn't like this match, which somebody pointed out, I didn't even think about it, but now that I do think about it, it's like, yeah, that's about right. And it's because with a match like this, the way they've been building it up, you expect massive destruction. You expect them to like go outside the ring and toss each other around and stuff. And there was like none of that. It was just a straight up match, and it was kind of boring and kind of disappointing because it's like, no, we want to see them really go each other and beat the hell out of each other, especially after what fucking Strowman's done to Brock. It's like, you can't do something tame like this. That's just really disappointing.
Yeah, well, it was what it was.
Yeah, it sucked is what it was.
Yeah, well, let's check the scores.
But overall, I thought the pay-per-view was pretty good.
It was. All right, here we go. Let me go
See
ahead.
how hosed am I?
Refreshing the page. All right. Let's see where we're at, people. So, in the lead currently at 2168 is the Champions of Justice. Followed at second place by the Glorious End at 1637. In third is TNA Worldwide at 1585. Still several hundred points ahead of the Broken Highlight Club at 1369.
Told you you'd catch up.
I didn't catch up.
You're really close, though. You're probably going to overtake me.
I don't know about that.
Dude, you got like almost 300 points for that pay-per-view.
I got 200 points in that pay-per-view.
You got more than 200, but yeah. You got like almost 250.
I got 240.
Yeah.
No Mercy was on the 24th.
Trust me, unless the Usos take the tag titles back, I'm going to be kind of hosed on SmackDown too. Because the only real thing I've got going on SmackDown is AJ Styles. Because I have no idea what they're doing with fucking Kevin Owens at this point. Like, all I know is they're doing the Shane McMahon thing, but then after that, I don't know what they're doing. So it's like the only surefire thing I have is AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of hosed no matter how you look at it. You're going to catch up and you're going to surpass me.
We shall see. Because really, I have nothing going forward right now. Because if Braun didn't beat Brock, he's not getting another match. So, unless Roman starts like wrestling every week and winning, because Braun and Roman are all I have. Unless Matt goes broken and starts taking over the show.
He may. You also have Nia Jax.
Who does nothing. She loses every match she's in.
Except she's going to want revenge after this pay-per-view, so.
Probably, but Alexa's kind of busy dealing with Mickie James. And then Asuka.
Yeah, and that will actually help me because I have Mickie James. So, yay! Thank you, God!
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. You also have Brock, whatever Brock's going to be doing, so you'll get Brock.
Brock's going to do nothing but sit on his ass while Paul Rush cuts promos for a month. That's what Brock's going to do.
Fair enough. I think you're still going to get consistently high points from Strowman because they're not just, despite the fact that they basically buried him in this match, they're not just going to have him do nothing. He obviously came out on Raw and did shit, from what I understand, so.
Did he? I didn't see him on Raw, so I'm not sure. He may have.
Maybe he did. But they're going to have him do shit. It's fucking Braun Strowman. He's going to do shit.
Oh, yeah, he did come out. That's right, because he came out and he beat the shit out of Kurt Hawkins, which ended in a no contest, and then he beat Dean Ambrose.
Right, because Dean Ambrose challenged him. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Now looking at your roster, you don't have much.
No, I don't have much. Considering that Brock is my only champion.
Natalya.
Oh, she didn't lose yet. That's right.
So you have those consistent points because she's probably going to be the SmackDown champ for a little while anyway. Because I don't really see her losing to Charlotte. In fact, I don't think she should lose to Charlotte for story reasons. But we'll talk about that on like Saturday.
Yeah, there was absolutely See, interesting. This they did the whole Roman and Missing, but there was absolutely no address of the Universal Championship on Raw whatsoever. Of
course not, because they can't pay Brock enough.
Except Braun came out and was really pissed off, so he beat people up. That was the only fallout of that.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear anything about the Universal Champion probably for another couple months until Brock shows up for the Rumble.
Yeah, probably.
Which means he's probably not going to UFC because he's got a belt right now that he kind of contractually obligated to stay in that company with.
But how legendary would Brock Lesnar be if he were the first ever simultaneous WWE Universal and UFC champion?
Wow, yeah.
That
I
would
don't
be all.
think Vince or Dana White would allow that.
But how much press would they both get over that?
I don't think Dana White would let him walk into UFC with the WWE Championship. That's not happening.
Of course not. He doesn't own that title. He has a Universal Championship.
You know what I mean.
Do you know what you mean?
Yes, but I don't think it means what you think it means.
Anyway, let's check out the leaderboards. All right. Leaderboards. Way the fuck in the lead, where nobody will ever catch him, is Enzo Amore at 308.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by one half of the Raw Tag Champs, Dean Ambrose clocking in at 230 off that title retention. We got AJ Styles, US champ, holding strong at 218 as the only member of the SmackDown roster in the top 10 right now. We have the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss at 214. The Intercontinental Champion The Miz at 199. The other half of the Raw Tag Champs, Seth Rollins at 195. We have Cedric Alexander at 190, followed by Roman Reigns at 176 off his big win over Cena. The former Cruiserweight Champion Neville clocking in at 154. Neville. And John Cena holding in the top 10 at 153. Just 4 points ahead of Jason Jordan. Who is 1 point ahead of Sheamus and Shinsuke Nakamura, who are tied. So there you have it.
Fair enough.
Indeed. Now, bam. So, ladies and germs, that is our program. We do, of course, encourage you to stay tuned. This coming Saturday night, we will go over the week's worth of programming, news, shenanigans, all kinds of fun things. And it's going to be good. We hope you're there with us. Thank you, too, for joining me.
You're welcome.
Tiff, we'll miss you, but we'll see you on Saturday. I'm James Phoenix. Peace.